Alright, I'm gonna show you how I turned different cake batter mixes into cookies. It's so easy. I did cookies and cream, strawberry, cheesecake, and then this is obviously a birthday cake kind. I just poured it in the bowl and then made a little space for the wet ingredients. I am gonna be using 1/3 cup of vegetable oil. I've seen some people use half a cup, but this is just what worked for me. And then I do 2 eggs and I just whisk it all together. It's so easy. That's literally all you need. And I've only ever tried this with the Betty Crocker brand, but all flavors and brands are gonna have a slightly different consistency, but just make sure it's on the thicker side. But I just lined it with parchment paper. You don't really have to do this if you don't want to, but it just makes it easier to take off and one less dish I gotta wash. If you want bigger cookies, use a full scoop. Smaller ones obviously use about half a scoop or a little less. These are gonna be on the bigger side. Make sure your oven is set at 350. And this is how they came out. I did it for about 15 minutes. If you want them a little harder, you can do it a minute or two longer, but this is just the consistency I like. I prefer them plain, but if you want to dress them up and make them look cute, I'm gonna show y'all how y'all can do that too. I just had some extra white chocolate and these pink sprinkles, but for these I probably would have did like a white chocolate drizzle and maybe the colorful sprinkles. I don't really like sprinkles though, like the colorful ones, so I prefer them plain, but I'm going to show y'all how I would decorate it with what I have. This is a super easy trick if you don't have a piping bag, which I usually just always use a Ziploc bag if I'm going to be decorating. But you want to put the little tip inside of a cup and just wrap it around and pour your melted chocolate towards that tip. I'm only doing a little bit since I'm only doing 1 or 2, but you want to twist it off and then make sure the top is zipped and all the air will be at the bottom and it'll make it come out a lot easier. But I just snipped the tip with scissors and then you just kind of drizzle however you want or do whatever design you want. And then I just added a little bit of sprinkles. They would have looked cuter with the colorful sprinkles, but whatever. They came out bomb as fuck and it's super easy.